Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So I thought I'll make a quick preview for the upcoming patch on Thursday, 22nd of May, patch 1.2.18, I believe. So as you can tell, there's not much going on. So wanted to talk a little bit about this. First up, there will be server maintenance with this patch. It's a bigger patch. There will be downtime of about 8 hours according to this tweet from them. So Pacific time, it will be 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on Thursdays. For me here in India, it will be about half past 10 a.m. in the morning until half past 6 in the evening. So yeah, we are about 12 and a half hours ahead. So yeah, so these are the times, and yeah, game will be down and you'll need to have an update and things like that. Now on to some of the things that they'll be adding. I wanted to talk first about the core conversion. So as you know, at the moment with the cores that you get from Void Erosion Purge 30, you can go to Descendant and you can craft some cores if you wanted some more of them. For example, I can craft 115 firepower cores using the lower level cores, and they'll also give you an option to convert one type of core into another. So you can use maybe the red cores and the purple cores and convert them into green cores, for example. Because I have a lot of these special augmentation, the purple cores, you can see I have 398 of the 9 level cores, and I can, at the moment, I can craft 300 of these 10 cores. And these are completely useless because these give you faction bonus damage on your weapons, and we don't really use the faction damage. So this is, I think, a very good feature because some of us have collected so many cores that we mostly need a lot of the green ones. They don't seem to drop as much, and maybe the element ones, the blue ones, because there are 4 different elements and the one you want doesn't seem to drop, and when it drops it's a lower number than what you already have, things like that. So I think this is a good change, and I'll be taking advantage of this one. Now next up we have the new Void Abyss Colossus, the Ice Maiden. So Ice type Colossus, you'll need a Fire Descendant or a Fire Gun to take the Colossus down. So I've been working on improving my Ancient Knight because I needed better core stats, and Blair is ready. We may look into building Lepic. Greg's Reversed Fate might make a comeback. So we'll see when the Ice Maiden drops. But what I remember from the Discord Q&A, they said that the Ice Maiden will be a little harder to take down compared to the Tormentor, and the rewards will also be more in terms of the green tokens. I'm not sure if it's being implemented because I haven't heard anything officially in the tweets or anything. The director did mention something in the Discord Q&A though, so let's see if that is the case. Either way, we'll be farming for the tickets. I kind of got bored with Tormentor. I did farm the Defiler. I actually farmed all the skins on the Defiler because I also needed the quantum crystals and other things. But with the Tormentor, I couldn't be bothered. I think I farmed like 5 or 6 of the outfits, and then I did not bother. Even though I'm running out of the materials now, quantum crystals, well, not the quantum crystals as much, nano compound and other things, especially the ion accelerators and the precise ion accelerators. I need a lot more of those. So I may try to farm this new Colossus, but yeah, Tormentor was a bit boring for me. Now, next up is the new common skin, which they had shown quite a while ago. Basically, in every update or live stream that they do over the last 2 3 months, they have mentioned this one. So this will be coming. This will be a common skin for all female descendants, and it will also be bringing along the dynamic motion. So hopefully, people stop asking for it now. Next, we have the mutant cells in the arcade tuning. Now, if I'm honest, I've had a bit of a look, but I'm still not sure how this works. And some people have said that it'll use some of the arcade tuning points and that will be converted here or something. I'm not sure. Plus, I don't think there's any more new content coming until we get to July in season 3. So I don't see the point of adding this right now because we don't really need our descendants to be any stronger than they already are. So unless there are any more adjustments to Void Erosion Purge or something, I don't think there are any. So this seems like something they could have added later on, but I suppose they wanted to sort these things out before implementing other content. So yeah, we'll have a look, but I think it'll take a little bit of time understanding this because again, I'm not sure how this works and how this benefits at this point in time. Now, next up, we have the inspect option. Another thing they have been mentioning for a while now. I think last time they mentioned it was in the February live stream or something. This is the inspect option. So when you're running around in a mission or in Albion, you can inspect the build of another player. You can see the colors they're using on their outfits and things like that. And so far, it's a useful feature. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that, even though I've heard some people say there can be issues. But I guess we'll have to see how this works out. For me personally, builds are not that important, but the sometimes you see a nice outfit and somebody has made some interesting colors, use some interesting colors. So you are curious what color they are using, because a lot of the times the colors look different in the preview, in the customization. When you apply them, the black looks like red, red looks like a brown or something like that. So yeah, sometimes the results look good and you want to know what colors they've been using. So I suppose that could be useful. Then another small quality of life thing that I think they should have added a long time ago is the inversion reinforcement setting into your preset. So now you can save them individually. Before we had to manually change if we swapped to Descendant. And if I'm honest, I forgot most of the time. In fact, early on when I was making build videos, I would often forget to mention them even in the build videos. And then people would say, you haven't mentioned the inversion. And I had to mention that in the comment and things like that. So hopefully this solves that issue. The inversion reinforcement is useful. One or two of those perks are very handy. So if you set them up properly, it does benefit your build. But yeah, I've been forgetting to do that quite often. And it also seems like there are multiple settings that you can use per Descendant as well. So you have three setting tabs here, even in the inversion reinforcement. Maybe you could have one for like a bossing build, one for a mobbing build. So yeah, that is interesting. Now what they really need to do is give us more preset slots. Like first of all, we only have 11 preset slots, and I'm at mastery 29. With so many descendants and so many builds, like a lot of descendants can have 3 or 4 builds, and so we need to have preset slots for that. They need at least 50 preset slots, in my opinion, and they need to hand them out regularly, because each one of them is costing us 150 caliber. That is just too much. The Descendant slot itself is only 50, and they give it away free whenever they add a new Descendant. So I think every time we unlock a Descendant, they should give us at least a preset slot with it as well. That way, we won't have an issue. At least we can have a preset for each of the Descendants, at least one each, and then they can make the other one cheaper. I think they should have these things be very cheap, like 10 or 20 caliber, because if it is 150, I'm never going to buy it. But if they make it like 10 caliber each, then I'll be buying a lot of these things regularly, and it will soon add up. So I think from a business point of view, they should consider something like this. The preset slot and also the settings, module settings tab as well in your builds. You can have multiple things, and those are also quite expensive. I haven't actually looked at it. So this one is also 100 caliber, as you can see. So I think these things should be cheaper, because if they're really cheap and we don't think of it as like a big deal, 10 caliber, 15 caliber, then we'll end up spending more than we think. And I think that is a smarter way of doing it, rather than making them so expensive. 100 caliber, 150 caliber, I think that's just too much. Next is the party finder system. So another thing that I feel is a little too early, because at the moment the player base is down and most of the content is solo as well. So I don't know if this will be used as much. Maybe people will use, but how long will it take to find a party based on certain requirements? Because I've seen in the past a lot of people say they don't want an Inez in their group or a Plena. They can select those, but a vast majority of people play those descendants. So it might take quite a while in this current climate to find a party. But let's see. Well, maybe, like I said previously, with the Mutant Cells, maybe they're trying to add these things to have them ready when season 3 launches and if there is a big influx of players. So yeah, at the moment, like I said, I don't see much use for this. So yeah, those are some of the things that have been sort of confirmed. I can see on their Twitter and stuff. I've been trying to make another Ancient Knight for the Ice Maiden, because I have a decent Ancient Knight gun for Serena, and I wanted to make another one with a bit more fire and increase the fire rate and things like that. I did not want to mess up the things I have on that, because I have made a normal sort of mobbing type of gun, and I'm thinking maybe I can make more of a bossing gun with the Ancient Knight now that we have the Ice Maiden. So yeah, we'll wait until Thursday and see how she is, and if she's difficult to take down or if we need to make some adjustments. But Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Content has been dry, so I'm looking forward to any content that they add. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on these things. And thank you for watching as always. And of course, I'll cover these things in more detail when the patch is live and we understand these things. Thank you for watching. See you next time.